Welcome to the Year 7 lesson for division in parts. In this lesson I'm learning to use the strategy division in parts with larger numbers, specifically 3-digit numbers divided by 1-digit numbers. Let's start with this question here. 81 divided by 3. Now what we're going to do is we're going to look at two different ways we could answer this. Now you'll remember from our Year 6 lesson, we start by thinking of a big number, a big tidy number, which is on our 3 times tables, and the easiest way to work that out was to times that number by 10, so that's 30. So instead of sharing out 81 at once, we're going to start by sharing out 30. Now you can see I've still got a lot left over, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share out another 30. So now I've shared out 60, but I need to share out 81. So that means I must have another 21 items to share out. And we can double check that I'm sharing out all the items I have to. 30 plus 21, that equals the 81 items that we have to share out. So I'm going to start with these 30 items. I have to share those 30 items into 3 groups. So 30 shared between 3 means I need to put 10 items in every group. Now I'm going to move on to my second pile of 30 items. I need to share those between the 3 groups as well. So I'm going to put 10 more items in every group. Now my last pile, I've got 21 items I still need to share out. Again, I need to share them between the 3 groups. So 21 shared between 3 groups means I need to put another 7 items in each group. So you can see, first of all, I put 10 items in each group, then I put another 10 items in each group, then I put another 7 items in each group. So in total, I put 27 items in each group. So 81 divided by 3 equals 27. Now we're going to see if there's a slightly quicker way to answer that question. So I'm going to write it down again. We've got 81 we want to share into 3 groups. So again, I'm going to start by thinking of a big tidy number that's on my 3 times tables. Now I know I can actually go a little bit higher than 30. In fact, I can go all the way up to 60. So that's what I'm going to do. First of all, I'm going to share out 60 counters. Now if I share out 60, that's going to leave me with another 21 counters still to share out. Now I knew I could share out 60 because 10 groups of 3 equals 30, so 20 groups of 3 must equal 60. So let's start by sharing out these 60. 60 items shared between 3 groups means I need to put 20 items in every group. And now I'm on to my second pile. 21 items shared between 3 groups means I need to put 7 items in each group. So first of all, I put 20 items in each group, then I put another 7 items in each group, which means in total I put 27 items in each group. So again, 81 divided by 3 is 27. So let's just have a look at the differences between the 2 groups. Well, in this first strategy, I used 3 steps to work out the answer. And in this second strategy down here, I was able to just use 2 steps. So if you think you can identify big tidy numbers on your times tables, the type of numbers you get when you times a number by 20, then this method is good for you. If you don't feel quite so confident and you need to take a few more steps, then this is the best method for you. The important thing is you're going to get the same answer whichever method you choose. Let's do one last question. This time I want to work out 96 divided by 4. So I start by thinking of a big tidy number on my 4 times table. The first number I think of is 40. But 40 is quite small because I need to share out 96. So then I'm looking for another big tidy number which is on my 4 times tables. Well, if 40 is on my 4 times tables, then 80 must be on my 4 times tables. So I'm going to start by sharing out 80. Now if I share out 80, I've still got another 16 items to share out. So let's start with this pile of 80. I need to share these 80 items between my 4 groups, so that means I must put 20 items in each group. Now I'm going to move on to my pile of 16. If I've got 16 items, and I need to share those between the 4 groups as well, that means I'm going to need to put another 4 items in each group. So first of all I put 20 items in each group, then I put another 4 items, so in total I've put 24 items in every group. So 96 divided by 4 equals 24. Let's have a think about the important things to remember from this lesson. Well, this lesson is called division in parts because rather than sharing out the whole amount in one go, I'm doing it in 2 steps or possibly 3 steps. Now I start by thinking of a big tidy number which I can share out. So in this example, that tidy number had to be a number which I could share into 4 groups. And I knew that that number could be 80. And then I shared out the remaining 16. Now if you weren't so confident, you could have taken an extra step with the sharing. That 96, we could have shared out 40, then we could have shared out another 40, and then we could have shared out the 16. If you'd done it that way, you would have still got the same answer, and we can quickly check that because I'm sharing them into 4 groups. I would put 10 in each group, 10 in each group, and another 4 in each group, which means in total I'd put 24 in each group. So I still get the same answer, but the reason I chose this method over here was because it was a little bit quicker. You can find the activity sheet that goes with this lesson in the Teacher Tools Multiplication and Division book from the White Book collection.